This is the day that the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. Hi, I am Pastor Beth. I am the pastor of youth, mission, and outreach at Narden Park. Today, I want to talk about laughter. A few weeks ago, I happened upon a video by a comedian named Jeannie Robertson. I'd never heard of her before, but I watched the video, and it was hysterical. And I laughed, really laughed, and it felt really good. I know that some of us have had a good cry or several good cries in these days, that the crying lets off stress and sometimes it's necessary. It's like when a boiling pot overflows. You fill up the pot with water and you put it on your stove and you put a lid on it. And as the water begins to boil, that lid begins to rattle as it releases some of the stress. And as the water begins to boil more and more, that lid rattles even more, makes a lot more noise until the pot can't handle the pressure anymore and it just overflows onto your stove. Stress is like that. It just builds in our bodies until we can't handle the pressure anymore. And then we find ourselves having a good cry. And that release is necessary. I've discovered that wholehearted laughter can also relieve stress. In Proverbs, we hear that a cheerful heart or a joyful heart is good medicine. In Ecclesiastes, we hear that there's a time for crying and a time for laughter. I have found laughter to be very cathartic. It provides release for the tension building in me. In the Book of Joy that I'm reading with a group of people from Narden Park, the Dalai Lama tells us about a time meeting some Japanese scientists. They had studied laughter. There have not been very many studies done on the benefits of laughter, but they had done one, and what they discovered was that laughter is good for your heart and it's good for your general health. That people who laugh often are less likely to have heart attacks and other stress-related diseases. It might be hard to find something to laugh about right now. The news continues to be a source of stress, although it's getting better. People are still losing jobs. People are still getting sick. We worry about keeping ourselves safe. We worry about the safety of friends and family who are working. And now we begin to have conversations about how we're going to come back together and how we're going to do that safely, keeping each other healthy, being aware of the community, and how, as a whole, we can come back safely. There's a lot to be stressed about in our days. When I watched Jeannie Robertson and laughed, I didn't chuckle or giggle. I laughed right out loud. And I realized how good it felt to laugh out loud. It felt as good as a good cry, but I didn't have to get to the boiling point for it to happen. When I'm boiling over, I burst into tears, but good laughter releases the pressure before I get to that point. I can use laughter to release stress before it feels out of control. I highly recommend Jeannie Robertson, but there are other comedians out there that you can search for or watch on YouTube. Jeff Allen is a good comedian. He's known for Happy Wife, Happy Life, or the very famous Jerry Seinfeld and Ellen DeGeneres are always good, or the currently popular Jeff Gaffigan, or you can listen to some Christian comedians like Tim Hawkins or John Crist. You can Google clean comedians or Christian comedians, and the list is extensive. I'm sure that you can find somebody that will really make you laugh. I recommend laughing as a way of controlling stress, as a way of finding joy. Find reasons to laugh. God of joy, God of life, give to us laughter. Laughter to cheer our spirits, laughter to lighten our burdens, laughter that can bring us release in these days. Lord, this is the day that you have made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. Amen. I hope you're having a good day. I hope you find a way to laugh. See you soon. Bye.